Dear students, this is Kuldeep Singh Gaur from Department of Zoology. Today, I'll be speaking on the general characters of the chordates. In the previous lecture, we had seen the fundamental chordate characters, which were three. Let me revise them for you. First is presence of dorsal hollow tubular nerve cord, and it has a cavity, as I told you. Then presence of pharyngeal gill slits and presence of notochord in some or the other stage of life. If an animal is having these three characters in some part of life, in any part of the life, they are placed under the category of chordates. Now, apart from fundamental chordate characters, there are some general characters also which belong to the group chordata. They are found all around. They are aquatic, they are aerial, they are terrestrial, and all of them, they are free living. None of them is fully parasitic. Partial parasite we come across is cyclostomata, the myxines. As far as symmetry is concerned, majorly they are bilaterally symmetrical and metamerically segmented. The metameric segmentation is serial repetition of segments. These segments are called as somites or metameres. All the segments, they look alike but perform different functions and jobs. The true segmentation involves segmentation of mesoderm. True segmentation occurs in annelids, arthropods, and chordates, where the new segment arises at the posterior end. Hence, the old segments remain just behind the head, whereas the newest one, they are distally placed in the body. In pseudometamerism, segmentation of ectoderm is there, and different number of segments are there in same species, whereas in true metamerism, all the members of a species, they have invariably same number of segments. In pseudometamerism, the addition of new segment continues throughout the life, whereas in true metamerism, the segmentation ceases after a period of development. There is zero cooperation between the regions, and the segments are formed at the anterior end of the body in false pseudometamerism. In chordates, the segments are dissimilar and different. Vertebrates have internal metamerism showcased by vertebral columns, the ribs, and the muscles present in the body. Another important feature which was absent in the non-chordates is presence of tail. Tail is defined as the post-anal extension of the vertebral column. That means the vertebral column projects beyond the anus. The chordates have living endoskeleton This is probably endoskeleton. And the exoskeleton is present in bony fishes, absent in cyclostomes and amphibians. And the chordates, they are invariably triploblastic. That means they have three germ layers: the ectoderm, endoderm, and the mesoderm. All the chordates, they are coelomates. That means there is a cavity present between gut and body wall, and it is lined on all the sides by mesoderm. The coelom is of two kinds, as I told you in the previous lecture. One is schizocilous, which is formed by the splitting of mesodermal bands, whereas the anterocilous coelom, we see that the outpocketing of mesoderm differentiated from the endoderm coalesces, these pocketing coalesces to form anterocilous coelom. Notochord is present at some or the other stage of life. Notochord is meant for the providing the skeleton to the animal. Notochord is mesodermal in origin. Another aspect is presence of pharyngeal gill slits at some or the other stage of life. We also had pharyngeal gill slits when we were in our embryonic life. The digestive system is complete, unlike some non-chordates which have incomplete digestive tract, the lower non-chordates especially. The chordates, they have a closed blood vascular system. That means the blood pumped by the heart invariably flows enclosed in veins and arteries. The heart is ventral, whereas the heart was dorsal in non-chordates. Hepatic portal system was first cited in chordates. The hepatic portal system involves portal vein carrying digested material to the liver just to prevent the escalation of sugar in the blood. The hepatic portal vein carries blood to the liver, where it is the material which is digested is taken up by the hepatocytes or the parenchyma cells of the liver and processed. Then we have excretory system of all kinds: protonephric, mesonephric, and metanephric. The protonephric excretory system involves the formation of kidney from the anterior part of mesonephric tissue. When the kidneys, they develop from the middle part of the nephrogenic tissue, it is called as mesonephric kidney. When develops from the posterior part of the mesonephric tissue, it is termed as metanephric kidney. The nerve cord is always dorsal, encased in vertebral column in the group vertebrata, whereas the notochord The door's nerve cord also have cavity inside it, which is called as neurocele, and the vertebrate, the chordates, they have separate sexes. That means they are unisexual. This is all in the general characters of the chordates. Thank you very much.